Okay, guys, the first DLC trailer is here, and for all you Goldlewis fans, rejoice, because it's the character you wanted. Sorry to Happy Chaos fans, I'm sure, it's pretty likely that he's still going to show up anyways, but Goldlewis is the trailer for today, and I'm going to say I was pretty indifferent for, like, both of the characters, like, I didn't really care who came out, but now that I've seen Goldlewis's gameplay, he looks pretty awesome. He looks pretty cool. So he's got this massive Area 51 alien coffin, and just like very, very clearly American stylized, like with all the stars and the horseshoes and a little bit chubby, but the American flag. Okay, and then, let's just watch through it once, and I won't pause it and be annoying. But he looks like he's got really heavy hitting attacks, kind of guard break a lot. Like, he's got a lot of guard break things. And his run's really funny. He like puts his hands out like he's chasing after you. And damn, that taunt, stylish. And look, he's got these like cool setups and stuff, and explosions, and like this Gatling gun, which is pretty cool. But it looks kind of slow, so I don't know if it's going to be a zoning thing. Now this is the coolest thing in the trailer for me. That one, I'm pretty sure it's his super, but that one attack is like the coolest part about this trailer for me. And then it ends. And we don't get to see the second super, but damn, that one super looks so cool. And that's probably that move, and that drone move is what's gonna encourage me to play this character, because damn, that looks fun. So we can see here that we've got Goldlewis now. Then we basically get like 3 characters this year, which is pretty cool. And then whenever 2022 those characters come out, we're not too sure. But we get new stages and another story with them, which is pretty cool. But it's cool that we're getting DLC characters pretty quickly, like July straight into August. That's pretty nice. And no other details at the end. So let's go back to where the gameplay actually starts and look at what he's actually doing. So obviously, his intro looks cool. His model is awesome, but like, duh, this is Guilty Gear Strive. Of course it would. So this first thing that we see. What's that? What is that? So we get to see it kind of twice in a row, and it looks similar, but it's slightly different. So first we see it on Chip, and he does this kind of like upwards one, and then this kind of like sideways, slightly downwards one. Then on Faust, he does this kind of shoulder charge. It's kind of like Potemkin's 6K. And then he does this like over the head, like smash into the ground one, and then this upwards one. And I don't think the upwards one is the same as the one on that we see first on Chip. No, so they're all slightly different. So that's like diagonally upwards, that's diagonally down, that one's straight down, and that one's straight up. But some people think they're like regular normals, but I don't know, like what normals would have all 4 of these together. I'm not quite sure. So I think these might be like some kind of interesting like Rekka, like where he can like cancel these special moves into each other to do this like string of coffin strikes. So maybe it's like down back heavy slash, and then like down back slash for the second one, and then this one's like down back P into down back K, or maybe you can like choose which one you do. Maybe some of them's an overhead, or maybe one of them's a low, and like, or maybe some of them are more plus on block than others. Like maybe these ones just like push away a lot more, whereas this one is like an overhead. But as you can see, both Chip and Faust go into a guard break state when they block both of them. So like boom, like a guard break, boom, like a guard break, which is pretty interesting. He has like a double guard break swinging attack. That's kind of crazy, because he can RC after the first hit, obviously. So he does that into these like weird Rekkas. I'm really interested to see what those actually are, because honestly I have no idea. Or like it could just be like a single command normal, like a really slow like 6H that has 2 hits, like kind of like Eno's. I just don't know. But yeah, my bet is that it's a special move. His grab, looks pretty good. He grabs him. What's interesting about it though is it looks like it leaves the opponent right, like she's just gonna fall down from there. So she's going to be right in front of him to get his big, slow, probably very plus on block attacks going, or his setups and whatever, but she's left very close, which is important for a character. And then, obviously, he has style, which is also important. Now this move, I'm confused by. It kind of looks like it's being used like a 6P, but I doubt that this is a 6P, because look how high in the air it's hitting. Like, that hand is like way above his head, and he doesn't crouch down that much. So Nagoriyuki's in the air, and then this just comes out and like splats him from the air. So it's a great anti-air, but I don't think he's crouching when he does it. So it's a standing anti-air move. So maybe it's some like weird, wacky like 6S or something that like hits people out of the air, like some weird interesting anti-air move, because I doubt that's one of his standing normals, like his like standing S or his standing heavy slash, because then it would just miss all the time. And I don't think it's his 6P because it wouldn't hit like in front of him at all. So I think that's some interesting command normal move he has, and he cancels it into this like weird drone bomb drop thing, which Nagoriyuki blocks, and it just keeps doing hit after hit after hit. It looks pretty crazy. It looks like a crazier version of Anji's butterfly, because like it seems like it's honestly faster and has better recovery, and it hits so many times. Look at that. It just keeps hitting like over and over again. It doesn't look like there's a gap in between them either. Like it's just like damn, 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 damn. Bang, 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 bang. Like, it doesn't look like they can get out of that. And that's more hits than Anji's butterfly. It looks ridiculous. So if people are complaining about Anji and Ino, like, you got Goldlewis coming for you too. And he does this big, like, jump-in attack. And it's hard to tell if it's the actual jump-in that makes an explosion. I doubt that, though. But that would be ridiculous if, like, his jump-ins were just explosions. But I think that's probably the drone. It explodes, like, after a certain amount of time, maybe. Or maybe it explodes if you hit it. Kind of like some of Faust's items. They get activated if you hit them. But that explosion particle effect is so big that you can barely see the charging up of the dust here, which is... It's cool that they're showing us some kind of crazy setups that he can do in the trailer. So look, you can see here... There's some remnants of the orange spark from the dust, but you can't really see them that much after you've had this massive explosion. You just see this fist coming out and then boom, launched in the air. So tricky setups with Goldlewis. So not only is he a big brawler with like these guard-breaking, huge special attack or normal thingies, but he also has like crazy setups. And then we also see this move, which I'm gonna place my bets is that it's like a heavy slash. It reminds me of kind of Ino's heavy slash with the guitar, and it goes into a really big counter hit. So I guess that I'm gonna guess that that's his did I say 6H? It just mean his standing H. So his standing heavy slash, his 5H, I think that's what that is. It goes into the super big like slowdown, so he can combo into this like slow projectile, which I'm guessing that normally wouldn't combo. As you can see here, he goes into this like Gatling gun thing. And it wall breaks as soon as he gets to the wall, so that's a pretty awesome tool. That like if you just throw this out like anytime nearby, it probably pushes the opponent pretty far away on block as well. And if they get hit, they get pushed all the way to the corner and broken through the wall. That's ridiculous. Now this, oh my god. So this is clearly one of his overdrives, because like it does the zoom in, and he like does this little animation, and then you zoom back out to see it happen. So not only is he a crazy brawler with like massive buttons and breaking heavy button craziness, he has this awesome setup thing where he like shoots a laser to like where the opponent is and calls like an aerial laser strike, probably by his alien friend or whatever, but then it causes this massive freaking sky Kamehameha onto poor Mei here, and it hits like slightly behind her, so she gets pushed forward by this humongous laser. So when if she blocks it, she's getting carried into him, and then he can run up and do his huge normals and go for some crazy pressure. Like, imagine if a character like Potemkin had that. That's so ridiculous. So he's got some really crazy setup tools, and I'm so excited to try them all out. So like, boom, she just gets hit by this laser, and like, I imagine it does a big chunk of damage as well. So you can just throw this out whenever, and like, bam, bam, this massive laser just pulls you in. Then you can go running up, swing out his huge normals, go for a grab, go for a mix, whatever. That's ridiculous. And if they get hit by it, I imagine it would do kind of pretty big damage. And if they get hit by it, because it's pushing the opponent towards you, do you think it would push them towards you on hit as well? So like there's this massive laser like hits from the sky, and it like bounces the opponent towards you and like flings them towards you so you can get a combo. Imagine if that was real. That would be crazy. And then we get to a little showcase of his run here, chasing after Chip. And, I mean, it looks kind of funny, his run, but he runs surprisingly fast. Like, he's keeping up with Chip decently there, right? Like, they're both running, and they started at the same place. Like, yeah, Chip's a little bit faster, but, you know, he's the fastest in the game, so obviously he's going to win. But Goldlewis is running pretty fast, man. He's nothing to joke at. And it's good that he has a run, unlike, you know, poor Potemkin and Nagoriyuki, those big body characters. So, yeah, he's got a run. And then, was this in the regular story mode? I don't even remember all the scenes. Or maybe that's a snippet of the new story mode coming? Or, wait, or is that just his super? No, that cuts to a different scene. So this is his overdrive too. He does something, he goes to whack the opponent with the thing. Does the alien come out? Does he just smack him with it? I don't know. But Goldlewis, playable July 27th. That's very soon. What the hell? Okay, cool. Anyways, Goldlewis looks cool. I'm surprised that he looks as amazing as he does. I hope you are too. And it's awesome that we have all of these DLC characters coming so soon. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.